Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to episode 10 of Age of Engineering. If you remember last episode, we burst through into both the empowering age and the farming age. So this episode, what I want to focus on is really taking advantage of that farming age and getting a bunch of things started that we're probably going to need later. But first, I have to tell you, food is a little bit of a problem. You can see I have 22 steaks right now. I had to go get some leather from the mining world, so I got some steaks along with it. But other than that, I've basically been subsisting on baked potatoes and bread. And that's just not very satisfying. So what I want to do today is I've actually already set up a fenced-in area over this way. And I made some golden lassos, and I picked up some cows in them. Now to make the golden lassos is pretty simple. You just need string and gold nuggets. The difficult part is that you also need 8 experience levels. That's per lasso. But I've had quite a bit from mining and all that, and smelting a lot of things up, so I had enough to make them. And let's just put these cows in here. Now, what I could do is I could stand here and I could feed these cows and make them multiply and, kill them off one by one. But I'm lazy. I am. If there's a way to automate something easily, I want to do it. And in this case, there is a way to automate it easily. And that is with an actually additions machine called a feeder, an automatic feeder. Now you can see it's just some golden carrots, some basic coils, and a wood casing. The wood casing, super easy. Forgot the sticks. So, wood casing. There we go. And golden carrots, which are just a vanilla recipe. Carrots surrounded by gold nuggets. I can think. I can. And then it just goes like that, and you have an automatic feeder. Now, it's getting dark out. Let's take a nap before we go back outside. The cool thing about the automatic feeder is that it doesn't take any power. That's what I like the most about it, because my power production right now is not that great. All we gotta do is put it in the ground here, fill it up with some wheat, and it'll tell you if you have enough animals to breed, and it will breed them. Ta-da! And there's the baby. The other cool thing about this is that it will keep track of how many animals you have in this particular space, and it won't overcrowd it, which is good for the cows. Okay, there we go. Have some steak on our way back. Okay, so the next thing I want to get to today is starting bee and tree breeding. And I know a lot of people think that bees and trees are boring, and they kind of are, but I actually enjoy doing them a lot. Let's see. The first thing we're going to need is apiaries, and you'll remember last episode we made the impregnated casings. You just add some slabs and some planks, and you get apiaries. Now to go in the apiaries, we need bees. I have these bees that I got from a village chest, I believe. So we'll be able to use those, but we've got 6 apiaries and only 1 princess. So we're going to want some more bees. So the next thing to collect the bees is we're going to need a smoker. And you can see in the description it said it calms wild bees. So let's go ahead and make that, because bees are not they're not friendly. If you stand too near a hive, you will get stung. And if you're trying to break their hive, they're not going to be too happy with you. So, the other thing that we need is a scoop. And that's just some sticks and a piece of wool. And there you go. So let's go find a beehive. If you try to break a beehive with anything besides a scoop, you won't get the bees. So it's very important to use that. Here's a convenient beehive. See, we use the smoke, and you can see all the bees are going back into the hive. Then you get the scoop, you break the hive, and look at that. Some more princesses and drones. And a bunch of stuff left over from dead mobs. Nice. Let's see what else we have. I believe... believe. Sorry, the bee puns they're not gonna stop. I thought there was another hive around here. That's fine if there isn't. I have enough bees to start off with, and I can gather some more in between episodes. So, according to the guide, the best place to do your bee and tree breeding is actually in the mining dimension. And then the reason for that is that, let's gather up these saplings too. The mining dimension has a particular climate that is what the bees need. I'm in a plains biome here, so I could probably breed most bees, but the mining dimension is also really flat, so it makes setting stuff up easier. Plus, it's always day. You don't have to worry about the bees stopping working, because they'll stop working at night unless you have a particular type of bee. So let's start this off by just putting down these bee houses. Okay, they're apiaries, not bee houses. Bee houses are actually something completely different. And if you right click, you can open up the interface and you can see what the apiary needs to work. Right now, it's got no queen. So you have to supply it with a queen or a princess and a drone. In this case, we have a princess and a drone, and they'll turn it into a queen. So now the bees also need flowers, which I completely forgot about. So let's run back home real quick and grab some flowers. Each kind of bee needs a different type of flower or plant. Like for desert bees, you need, oh, here we go. That should work. And those. For desert bees, you need cactus. For jungle bees, you need, I believe, vines. For rocky bees, which come in a gray hive, you need, there we go, that should be enough. For rocky bees, I think you need ore, maybe? Something like that. Some of the bees need weird things. Okay, so if you click on it now, you can see there's a queen. There aren't any warnings, so it's finding flowers, it's got the right climate, and there's no problems. Also, the apiaries don't need power, which is awesome. And here are all the bees. I don't know if the domestic bees will sting. They might. I haven't gotten stung so far, so I guess we'll find out. But you can also see little puffs of particles coming out of the apiary, and that means that it's working, which is great. And we'll start this one up as well. Where did I get this? Oh. So eventually, down the line, what we want to do is we want to get to imperial bees. Now, to get new kinds of bees, you have to breed them together. And the way you breed them is how I just showed you. You have a particular kind of princess and a particular kind of drone, and you breed them together, and you hope that eventually their offspring will produce the kind of mutation that you want. So to get an imperial bee, which is what you need to get, I think, royal jelly, something that you need for the alveary, which is something that we're going to need later. You need to breed together a noble and a majestic. To get the noble, you need to breed together a common and a cultivated. To get the cultivated, you have to breed together a common and one of the base kinds of bees. Yeah, it gets complicated. Bee breeding can be a downright pain in the patootie, and it takes forever. And you can automate it, but I don't have the level of technology right now to do that, I don't think. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to automate stuff for a while. That's okay. So the next thing, these are saplings that I also got out of a village chest. They're forestry saplings, so they're different kinds, and the different trees will actually produce different things. Like this hill cherry sapling, if I let it grow and the leaves mature, it'll produce cherries, and I can squeeze cherries for oil. The teak sapling, I don't know if that actually produces anything. It might just have a different kind of wood, which is cool. I mean, we can use it for decorating and stuff, which is great. The trees can be crossbred like the bees are, only the trees can only be crossbred if there are bees around. They're the ones that do like the cross-pollination. And then you have to find the leaves that are different, that look different, and then you have to hit them with another tool, which is called a grafter. And the grafter, there are two different kinds. The grafter is just a bronze ingot and 2 sticks, but it will get you a sapling every time you hit a leaf, which is why you want to use that on the different colored leaves. I actually didn't check if this yeah. Okay. So I think I do need, let's go back and pick up the grafter, which I also found in a village chest. And then I think I also need to make the spectacles, because I think that's the only way you can actually see if the leaves are different. Let's put that away. And that. Do I have any panes of glass? Of course not. So to make the spectacles, you need some bronze. And putting things together correctly. Okay, there we go, spectacles. Also, while we're here, I'm going to pick up some fertilizer so I can make those trees grow quicker. Fertilizer you just make out of apatite, which is basically everywhere, and sand. It's real simple and really cheap. All right. Here we go. Awesome. So there's a teakwood tree. Come on. Oh, I don't think it has enough room. And I'm out of fertilizer, because of course I am. Well, at least one grew. Okay, and when you put the trees near the beehives, you have to be careful, because it needs a direct line to the sky in order to be able to work. See, now it's working again. And you can see in the corner here, sky obstructed. And now they should be working again. Awesome. So let's put these spectacles on and see what we can see. I don't see anything yet, but that's not really surprising. It's only been like a minute. So the kind of tree that I want to breed towards is, in guide, it says to breed towards cherry trees, which we already have. But I think the best seed oil actually comes from the walnut. And the walnut comes from silver lime and a hill cherry. And a silver lime comes from a silver birch and an apple oak. Once these grow up, they should turn into apple oaks, or they'll get pollinated and whoops, and it's dark out. Let's see if we have any birch saplings. Of course not. Why would I have birch saplings? I'm gonna take a nap and go find some birches. Alright, I'm going to make some more fertilizer. I'm going to go find some birch saplings, and I will bring you back in just 1 minute. Okay, we're back, and as you can see, I got the trees to grow. I also went out around in the mining world, and I found a bunch more hives. So I've got almost all of our apiaries working now. Now, something you might notice, under Meadows Queen, it says ignoble stock. There's also the one that I got out of, it's not that one. This one says pristine stock because that's the one that I got out of the villager chest. Pristine stock means that this line of bees will never die. Like this princess will, or when this princess becomes a queen, it will always produce a princess, and on and on and on and on. With ignoble stock, it could die at any time. Oops, this one's obstructed. I think it's after like 100 generations or something like that. Then it runs a risk of dying. But hopefully we will be... Hopefully we won't need to worry too much about that. You can see there's white bees out now, which means we have a common queen. That's cool. Oops. So one of the problems that you can probably already tell with the beekeeping in general is that the bees don't stack because they have different genomes. So to help combat that, you want to make something called an apiarist chest. And it's something you should be able to make really early. It just requires some honeycomb, which you either get from breaking the hives or you can get from chests in a village. And, oh, our first butterfly! The forestry trees also attract butterflies. I'm not sure what the use of butterflies are, to be honest, but they're pretty. Sometimes that's all the use you need. Okay, so apiarist chests. We just load these in, and there's 5 different pages. And if you've discovered like the genomes and stuff with the Bealyzer, you can see it within here, but we don't have any of that stuff yet. We're just very close at the beginning. Let's see. How's everybody doing? Pretty good. That one's empty. Okay, and I don't see any... I still don't see any changed leaves, but that could take a while. So we're just gonna let the bees do their thing for a while. Nope. Nope, nothing yet. Okay. So while the bees are doing their business, I'm sorry. We're gonna go back to our house and apologize for ever having said that. Let's put all this stuff away. Doop, 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 doop. Okay. I think there might be a chest for trees too. I forget what it would be called though. Let's just look under chest. Arborist chest. That's what it's called. Oh, that's super simple. Yeah, once we get some more saplings, can definitely do that. Awesome. Okay. So the next part of forestry that I want to work on is making a thermionic fabricator. And this is actually relatively simple to construct. You just need a chest, sturdy casing, some glass, and some gold. I showed you how to make the sturdy casing last episode, so I went ahead and just made another one in between episodes. And that's the thermionic fabricator. Pretty simple. Unfortunately, operating it is not quite as simple. Use another MV wire connector. And run it into the system. It is looking like a spider web down here, but that's okay. So it's full of RF, which is great, but we need some stuff to put in it in order to make what we want. And what I want to make are tin electron tubes. And as you can see in the description, only the recipe using the redstone ingots is correct, which is kind of a bummer, but that's okay. So we need, in order to make 4 tin electron tubes, we need 2 thickened glass, we need clear glass to melt down, and we need 5 tin ingots. So let's go start making some of that stuff. The tin electron tubes are useful for what I want to make, but I probably won't get to this episode. And that's a peat farm. I want to start farming up some peat so that we can use peat-fired engines for fuel, or for energy. I think that'll be really cool. I know it's probably not the most efficient form of energy production, and I don't really care. I enjoy doing it, and it's not something that I see people doing a lot of, so that's how I want to do it. And the next age, the Ender age, it's a lot of Ender IO machines, so it's going to require some power. So that's the purpose in getting all this set up before then. Okay, so we need glass. Let's grab some glass and some sand and some quartz. So the 2 kinds of glass that we need are clear glass and thickened glass. The thickened glass is made with sandy glass, which is 2 pieces of sand and 2 pieces of glass. Oh, I hear a... And that will give us... I don't know if we need that much. There we go, 64. Perfect. We just throw that in here to cook up. So, the other kind of glass that we need, I hear a pigman. I have got to put better defenses on that nether portal. The other kind of glass that we need, that is not the correct recipe, good job, is clear glass. Yeah, it's the clear glass from Environmental Tech. And that is made with enriched sand, which is made with 1 piece of nether quartz and 1 piece of sand. So let's get 64 of those because we're going to need them. And then there we go. I'll grab the redstone ingots. Oh, you are really loud, buddy. So let's grab 5 iron ingots. Actually, let's 10. And then 10 redstone. Yeah, 1 extra. Grab the calculator. Hello. Oh, it's the scientific calculator. Scientific calculator. There we go. Redstone ingots. Nice. And this isn't going to be enough to do all of the electron tubes that we need, but it will be enough to get us started. Okay, so over here is where you put the recipe. Down here is where you put the resources to produce that recipe. Redstone ingots. Tin ingots. Okay. So now it's saying that the inventory needs resources. There it is. It's missing liquid resources. It's missing the liquid glass that it needs to actually produce the electron tubes. So let's run upstairs. Grab this clear glass. And put it right here. And now it's full, and it's producing electron tubes. And we need a total of 36 farm blocks, I believe. So we can just keep on making these. That's 20. So we need 16 more. Let's go ahead and pull this out, put that back in. And we'll need 5, 6, 7, 8. I think. We'll figure it out. So. It's really frustrating that it requires like so many specific kinds of glass, but it's just another gating mechanism, I guess. Put that and that. 4, 28, 32. So yep, all we need is 2 more thickened glass and we're good to go. Perfect. As annoying as it is, it was actually not as hard as I thought it might be. There we go. And there we go. 36 tin electron tubes. So to make the farm block, we need wood slabs, copper ingots, bricks, and the electron tubes. Now it shows here stone bricks. You can actually use any kind of brick. You can use regular bricks, you can use sandstone, nether bricks, chiseled stone bricks, quartz, really any kind of brick sort of thing that you have on hand. Because I've been in the nether quite a bit, I had a lot of netherrack, and I still have a lot of netherrack. So I just went ahead and cooked all that up and decided to make myself another brick farm. So in addition to the 36 farm blocks that we'll need, we'll also need nether bricks to form the actual farmland itself. So that's why I have extra. Let's see, what else do I need? Copper. I hope I have enough. I don't think I do. That's okay. I'm gonna have to go mining between episodes and get more copper, but this should be sufficient for now. Okay. Not quite, but there's our first 31 farm blocks. So, yay! There's also other things that I'm going to have to make for the farm, like a gearbox, some valves, controls, and that sort of thing. And that's all stuff that we will cover in the next episode. Hopefully some of our trees will also have... let's check one more time before we go. That was interesting. Nope. I still don't see any different leaves. That's okay. We'll come back next time and hopefully we'll get that farm up and running, and hopefully some of these trees will have mutated along with some of our bees in between episodes. Aside from mining for resources, I'm going to keep switching out these bees and hope that they produce some mutations. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time. Bye!